That down, guys. Let's move on to this, shall we? Well, we were talking a little bit earlier in the show about Prey, Predator, Killer of Killers, and we've got the upcoming new Predator film. What's it called again? Badlands?
Badlands
is coming out. Well, now the director is saying that he wants to bring back Arnold Schwarzenegger. This comes to us from Deadline. Predator Badlands director plans to cook up stuff for Arnold Schwarzenegger's franchise return after meeting at San Diego Comic-Con. Anyway, following the animated return of Arnold Schwarzenegger's Dutch to the Predator franchise, the actor could soon reprise the role in a live-action capacity. During Friday's Predator Badlands panel at Comic-Con, director Dan Trachtenberg teased the Hall H audience that he's planning to quote-unquote cook up stuff for that guy after a recent breakfast meeting with the Golden Globe winning actor and former governor of California. Schwarzenegger starred in the original John McTiernan-helmed Predator in 1987 as Major Alan Dutch Schaefer, who encounters the titular extraterrestrial with his paramilitary team, ain't got time to bleed, during a rescue mission in a Central American rainforest. All right. I ended up loving Predator, Killer of Killers, which I was surprised by because that Terminator animated film came out a while ago and everybody said, oh, this is going to be so awesome. And I didn't actually think it was all that good. So I had my doubts about Killer of Killers, but I ended up really liking it a lot. And one of the big holy crap moments is at the end when they're doing their great Raiders of the Lost Ark top men sequence going through, and then they zoom and you see Amber Mid-Thunder, but they also gave us a glimpse of a couple of other things that were added on top of there as well. All right. He's talking about bringing back Arnold Schwarzenegger. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. I have loved this dude since I was a kid. I still love the way he conducts himself. I love the way, like, all that kind of stuff. By the way, have you ever seen those videos of Anatoly on YouTube? The guy who dresses up like a cleaning guy in the gym.
Oh yeah.
And he's got a relatively small body frame, but he's a world champion powerlifter.
Yeah.
Did you see that Arnold did a video with him?
Yes.
I thought that was great because I watched Anatoly, so seeing Arnold talking to him. By the way, if you guys have not seen Anatoly's videos, they're awesome. I just love them. I don't know why. They're all the same, but they're great nonetheless. I love watching them. Anyway, as a huge Arnold Schwarzenegger fan, I can say this is a mistake. It's a mistake.
Why you gotta harsh my mellow?
I'm sorry, but it's a mistake. They already tried this formula over and over and over again with the Terminator franchise. It's like, you know what we should do with this new Terminator? Let me try that again. You know what we should do with this new Terminator movie? Bring back Arnold Schwarzenegger. Bring back Arnold Schwarzenegger. Again. But this time it's sure to work, and it never does. And again, that's not Arnold Schwarzenegger's fault at all. I'm just saying this whole nostalgia porn idea of go back and get the guy who did it originally, I don't think that really works. And listen, a lot of people, including me for many years, rightfully said that the Predator franchise was dead. And we were right, because it was. Dan Trachtenberg has come along and resurrected it. Don't now make the mistake of killing this new thing you have going by suddenly trying to make it old again. And I just, now, there's a way to do it, Rob. I think there's a way to do it. You now have, General Dutch walks into the room and gives some, I've had some experience with this. That was a terrible Arnold Schwarzenegger, by the way. But, maybe there's a way you keep him as a secondary, an auxiliary kind of character off to the side. I just think if they think they're going to now, it's Dutch and Amber Mid-Thunder teaming up now to take down. I think that would be a mistake.
Come on, 1980s high five freeze frame.
You've got the touch.
Wait a minute. Wait.
What do you think about this?
Look, I agree with you. It's all in the execution. But I would say this. Trachtenberg's been doing something really interesting, and Badlands is doing something really interesting too. They're basically doing an Alien versus Predator universe that isn't stupid. Right. The way so what you now have is, let's assume, we have to assume that Predator 1 and Predator 2, Killer of Killers, Prey, they now have a whole Predator history that is canonical. So if you were to say that the Predator happened in the canonical universe in 87, and now Schwarzenegger's in his early 70s, he could have started a task force. And he's a leader. He's like Kurt Russell in the Fast and the Furious franchise.
Oh, I thought you were going to say.
secondary.
And now he's like, but he's the leader. Like
I thought you were going to say Monarch.
or Monarch.
Oh, yeah, like a head of Monarch sort
so
of
he's
thing.
the head of Monarch, and now you've also got, like, as a matter of fact, he could even be in contact with the Predator homeworld by now, because they could have figured out, because Wayland Yutani is involved. We know in Badlands there's a Wayland Yutani robot, because you find out, like, my whole thing is at the end of Alien versus Predator Requiem is not a great movie. But you see the Predator homeworld, and you see the one guy have to, like, pick up the problems. It's like ding, 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 problem on Earth. And this poor workaday Predator has to, like, go clean up this mess on Earth, And it would be interesting if there's, like, the humans. Imagine Schwarzenegger putting together a task force, like, of badasses that has to work together with a task force of predators, like a human predator multidisciplinary task force that has to go kick ass, not necessarily against aliens, but against somebody else, and the predators have come to respect, like, Earth would be, they could even be like, Earth's like, we don't hunt on Earth anymore because we respect you guys. We fought Earthlings throughout history. We're not going to fight with you anymore. But you know what? We realize that you people, because you've got Robert Rodriguez's Predators movie, you people are some of the fiercest fighters in the universe. And rather than kill each other, we need your help. How badass would that be?
To fight Terminators.
Maybe not.
We
I don't know.
fight aliens.
I mean, you've got predators and humans teaming up, and maybe throw in a synthetic. I mean, we got whatever's going to happen in Alien Earth. You could do some epic, like, World War II-esque men and predators on a mission movie, like the Dirty Dozen. But the Dirty Dozen are made up of creatures from two worlds. And Schwarzenegger's their general. I'd watch the hell out of that shit. Cold Fox.
I think I see Arnold. I see opposite of that. I see Arnold being the number one authority on how to beat these bastards or whatever. And listen, say what you want about Alien versus Predator Requiem. You know what that movie is? That movie is a bunch of movie nerds sitting around one night drinking and eating chips and coming up with what an Alien versus Predator movie could be.
Yeah.
That's Alien. There is some fun stuff. Like, if you watch that movie with the right frame of mind, it can be a fun night. Because it's so ridiculous.
Look, if they do Alien versus Predator again, please go back to the Dark Horse miniseries. That very first miniseries was great. There's your perfect movie to adapt. And Trachtenberg's the kind of guy that would know that.
Here's a good question for you. So we've got the Wayland Yutani droid in this upcoming Predator Badlands movie. Do you think we could get some Predator references in the upcoming Aliens Earth series?
Well, I think there must
to
be,
kind of pepper it a little bit
maybe more? Because look, in that the premise of that show is there was a ship that was collecting not just xenomorph specimens, but specimens of all different kinds of really, really terrifying alien life. Apparently, I haven't seen it. To weaponize it, to bring it back. And what can we do with this terrifying alien life form? Oh, I don't know. Let's bring it to Earth. That'll work out real well for all of us. Yeah, what could go wrong? But I like that idea. I like that premise. So I can imagine there would be, and I really like the fact that Trachtenberg with Badlands just like, nope, Wayland Yutani, it's all one universe, which I think is great.
I'm excited for that show, by the way.
It looks,
Alien
the more
Earth,
I see it looks
so
great.
good.
It looks great. They showed the first episode at Comic-Con, and people said it's a very intriguing beginning.
All right,
and it is Noah Hawley, who's a great creator. So I'm stoked, dude.
All right, guys. Question is for you. What do you think about this? The director of, Prey and Predator Killer of Killers is saying he's going to bring back Arnold. If it's done in the right way, sparingly, in a small role, I'm okay with that. Trying to bring back Dutch, though, and trying to make Predator what it was, I think is a mistake with all the progress they've made. I don't know. How do you feel about that? Maybe you completely disagree with me. Maybe you've got another theory altogether. Whatever you guys think about it, jump down into the comments section below. and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.